Hello friends, it's Mary Lisa here with Spirit Collective, and I'm back on a video to talk to you about what and how to be intuitive, and it is something that all people can be. So before I get into that, again, my name is Mary Lisa. I have a master's degree in counseling, got started working in mental health, and now I'm an energy healer and I do emotional and spiritual coaching. I have a website, spiritcollectiveusa.com. Follow me on all the things. I'm just here to communicate with you and hopefully work with a few of you personally. So getting back into it, what is it? How to be an intuitive? It's hard to describe what I do to people who don't have a lot of background in their own spiritual journey, because the first thing that people want to do is say, oh, psychic? And I don't really like that word. It implies I'm different than others. And of course I'm different and I'm special and I'm a snowflake, just like all of you, but that's not what it's about. I truly want to explain in today's video that what I do is doable by all people. It's just like a practice. A lot of practice and a lot of self-exploration and a lot of learning and a lot of guidance from other spiritual teachers, but nonetheless, it is doable by all people. My journey started when I heard this girl at coffee that I didn't know talk about Reiki. I just thought to myself, I don't know what that is, but I'm definitely gonna do it. I talked to her about it, and the next weekend, she was training me how to do Reiki. I read the book with her and got certified and all that kind of stuff, but I still had no idea what it was or what I was doing or how to do it or all the concepts and stuff. I was not quite ready in my own healing to explore this avenue of healing. So it did take me a lot more learning, consuming of ideas and talking to people to really understand what was going on. But nonetheless, I was practicing on people who would let me. Yeah, I was practicing, and the only thing I knew is that I felt tingling coming from my hands. And the concept is Reiki is a very ancient form of healing, and they can trace it back to Japan, but I'm sure it goes way, way, way farther. People have the ability to heal themselves and heal others. The studies that are being done right now are saying, and it does seem to help people, but science wants to know why. Science is a form of thinking, right? And it's highly accepted in our Western society as the paramount, which is great. But I think now science is starting to catch up to spirituality, and it's starting to be able to explain why these spiritual principles work. So anyways, Reiki stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system. When I lay my hands on someone, it essentially sends a signal to that person's body to start healing itself. I call myself a healer, but in essence, what I'm doing is just, I'm being a gateway for other people's healing. They're the true healers of themselves. They just need to know it, to feel it and experience it. That's the kind of scientific explanation. And you're gonna say, okay, well, how does it stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system? It has to do with the bioluminescence that lives within our DNA strands. And I'm no science expert. That is what I read. And so I believe it. I'm a believer. Obviously, it's my line of work and what I'm passionate about. Anyways, it's an energy thing, right? It stimulates the light and the energy within our own DNA strands to heal themselves. But that's the sciencey perspective, and I don't really like getting into that with people because spirituality doesn't always need science to explain it. Started laying my hands on people, felt the energy come out, like, oh, my hands are getting hot. Now I feel it kind of zinging, and I would just go through each of the chakras, place my hands on them, and feel better, right? You feel great. That's Reiki, and it is Reiki. But what energy healing truly is, it's intention. So if we're all made of energy and you take a microscope and you look super, super, super close into someone's skin and all that kind of stuff, you're gonna see that there's space between all of our fibers and our atoms. We're not solid, even though it feels and appears to be so to our naked eye. It's all just energy. Our thoughts are energy, our body systems are energy, our emotions send chemical signals which is energy through our body. Relationships, sexual infatuation, everything is energy. When you're energy healing, you're essentially creating a new wave and asking the old energy to assimilate. Now what I do, since I've had a lot more training and a lot more experience, is besides using my classical psychology background, it's all intention based. So when I put my hands on someone, I can read the energy. What are they going through? What are they feeling? And that comes with practice. And that is something everyone can do. And it takes a lot of confirmation, building of the confidence and, clairsentience, clairvoyance. And you're gonna say, oh no, that's my imagination. That was the biggest thing for me to get over. Imagination is your subconscious and the higher consciousness. So if something flashes in your head, don't dismiss it. That was the biggest thing I had to get over. So I started putting my hands on people and I would see all these images and say, what's going on in Wisconsin? And to me it makes no sense, but when I say it out loud, they're like, oh crap, I just went to my grandpa just died there and there's a lot of drama or this and that. And so when I lay my hands on people, it became a lot more than Reiki. It became me connecting to them on an energetic level, and that's what I'm picking up, right? And we don't ever do this without people's permission, but with their permission, we do it with them to help facilitate their own healing. So by engaging in energy healing, in Reiki and intuitive healing, I extrapolate things using my counseling background as well, and then we talk about it. It's basically going through, and you can do this in talk therapy too. Yeah, of course. I've done plenty of, I've seen plenty of therapists and had, therapy for a long time, and I loved it. Therapy like that takes a long time because it's based in that one-dimensional communication, and that's great, and that's what some people need. If you want to go deeper and you need someone to help you get through other things that maybe you're not quite aware of yet consciously, but your subconscious is dealing with it. And a way to tell, what if your subconscious is dealing with something that you don't understand, what are your dreams saying? Are you having a lot of very violent dreams, or dreams where you feel left behind? Or does this person bother you and you're not quite sure why? Or do you have this vague memory of, or no memory of all of your childhood? These are the kinds of things that it's helpful to go beyond the conscious world to heal. And that was where I did most of my healing, is beyond the conscious world, in the energy, in the quantum field with my own healer. And so I just wanted to share what it was like as a healer to go beyond and use the hands. And it's not psychic at all. It's people using their true natural God-given abilities to connect to each other. And I truly believe that. And it's not sacrilegious, it's not weird, even though, sometimes people make me feel weird for what this kind of stuff is. I want to remove the stigma from it and say that you can do it as well. And that's what I tell all of my clients is, we can go through healing, and it will take a couple months of seeing you once a week instead of years with talk therapy sometimes. But like I said, that's my opinion, so don't shred me up in the comments. But after I've worked with clients for a couple weeks or even a couple months, and they get towards the end of where I feel comfortable, sending them off and saying, good luck, you can do it now on your own, because I teach them the skills of how to do it, is helping them engage with their natural abilities, their special talents, their sixth senses, because we all have it. I promise. And a lot of people, if you're scared of that, of hearing that right now, or you've grown up thinking that there are ghosts and demons and you've shut off your senses because of that kind of stuff, it's always there when you're ready. And, I know I can teach you how to control it and to only let the beautiful light in, but there's so much information out there to help you. I rambled for a long time, so I'm probably gonna stop the video now, but I hope this helped. I really want to tell people what it's like to get energy work done and how fulfilling and amazing it is. So that's it. Don't forget to check out my website, or if you are curious about working with me, I do a free 15-minute energy reading where I kind of get the gist of what's going on for you. We talk over the phone, and then you can decide whether or not you want to get an energy healing session done with me. Like I said, I don't really work with people who want just one session. This is treatment-based energy work. It's once a week for a couple months until we get you at a prana level that is at least of 150. And I think I explained that in one of my other videos about what is Reiki. So go to that video if you're curious about the prana levels. Share this video, tell the world. Okay, bye.